To begin your design, you need to draw a silhouette or an outline of a person completing an action. To find an example to use, you can go to Google and search action figure silhouette. If you know a more specific action that you want to draw, you can replace action figure with whatever that might be. For example, you could put in football player silhouette. This is a good example of what you need to look for. You don't need an example with a lot of detail. You just need an outline of the person completing the action. To start drawing it for your own design, it's best to start with a stick figure in the same pose. After you complete the stick figure, you can start drawing your figure and more design around it. The point of the stick figure is to help you draw things correctly and the most accurately the first time. This way your elbow won't be too long, your legs won't be going out too long, and things won't be too wide or too narrow. It's easier to see how all parts fit together in correct proportion. The more you draw, the easier it might be to see if things are too narrow. For example, right here the waist looks a little too narrow, and it's easier to see that when you compare it to your example. If you see things like that, if things are not in correct proportion, you can fix those easily, and then once you are done, you can erase your stick figure. The next part is to make a pattern that goes over your action. The pattern must be going in one direction. It could be diagonal, horizontal, or vertical. The lines should all be the same size. As you're ready to move on from this part, it's easiest to label the patterns and the lines, which colors they need to be. The colors will alternate for the figure. As you can see in this example, if they start to be black near the edge, once they get closer to the figure, they switch to being white, and then they switch to being black again. So it makes it less confusing if you label the colors for the lines beforehand, so you can see how they alternate. You can choose from these colors here to make a pair of colors to use for your design.